Okay, welcome everyone to the second episode, the second installment of the Speed B10 series. This time, I'm gonna do dragons. First of all, I'm going to talk about dragons in general. Like, we're not gonna go to the speed just yet. We're gonna do one run that's going to showcase you know, how you can do dragons in general. So, mostly, stuff you can farm. I'm not gonna say free to play, because some of it is not actually farmable, so, so Veramos, you can do Mykeen, especially now that she's buffed, but Mykeen has crappy runes. You'll see her here. So I'll use Brienne, but you can use Mykeen. No problem at all. She's actually better than Brienne for dragons now, I think. Well, no, I'm pretty sure she's better than Brienne for dragons. So definitely use her. Where's Kona now? Kona. This is for people without Verd. Let me be clear. If you have Verd, skip to another part of the video. This is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna explain a lot of aspects of dragons, how they work. So, what you want in the three aspects of dragons is you go in first, you bring a reser, you kill towers, etc, etc. Where's freaking... There he is. So I'll use Beretta, but you can use Veramos Leader. And you can use Mykeen as the fifth one, you can use Sigmarus instead of Beretta. In this case, we are going to use this comp and we're going to kill a crystal. This is the first step you go into. This is actually the second one, but I'm not gonna go so far as to explain, as to go into how you kill the left crystal as well. You can use this comp, but also kill the left crystal, obviously. You don't have to use this comp and not kill it. But you'll reach a point where you can ignore the left crystal because you have a strong enough cleansing presence that the left crystal is not going to affect you. Like, yeah, it's going to put some dots up, but even if they do some damage, won't matter. Even if the dragon gets a hit off with his dots, you're going to survive it and you're going to cleanse it. So, yeah, I'm going to go directly to the kill right crystal, then boss iteration of this. But as I said, bear in mind, you can do it the other way around. Kill both crystals, then go into the kill left crystal, right crystal only comp. Actually, this comp without Veramos with Chloe used to be my comp when I. Actually, no, it didn't used to be, but it was one of the comps that I had made for my stream. When I streamed way back when, I used to use this comp to help people because it's mostly free to play. Like, you could fuse Veramos, you can replace Brienne with Mykeen, who's fusible, or Chloe, who a lot of people have, etc, etc. And I used to tell them, to kill the right crystal right when 2 months after the dragons change, because dragons and giants used to be different, and Necropolis didn't exist. So my comp was a bit different because I had Chow. I was using a dot comp with Kernodon and Chow and Chloe, Brienne, and Kona. I think it was Kona. Yeah, it was Kona. But that's before Veramos. After Veramos, I just replaced Kona with Veramos. It got a bit faster. But that was the essence. One cleanser, tanky stuff like dots and immunity, stuff like that. It worked really well actually. It was a bit faster than this, but that's why I never actually used this a lot. But it was, it was pretty good. Still is. You can still use it. Kernodon I wouldn't really recommend. It's just outdated, I feel. You should probably use Kernodon. He's farmable. If you really want a dot comp for dragons, I think he will just slow you down. But if you actually are not, do not have Verd, then maybe you're free to play, so you don't plan on getting any. I know you can plan for monsters, but if you don't plan on summoning for 3 months or so, or 4 months or something. You're saving your scrolls for someone else to summon, or you don't have many, etc., etc. Karanthir is actually not a bad investment. Like, I don't regret 6-starring him. I did dragons with him for 3 months until I got Verd, so definitely worth the investment. Farming all that much with that little. So you'll see here, that's what can happen. The tower can die to dots pretty often with both Veramos and Beretta dotting it. And the left tower dies anyway, just on its own from Beretta. If it dies, that's why Briand is there. That's why Chloe might be there. Markeen, obviously, if you use Markeen. And yeah, you see now it's just, you know, just going through the motions. The dragon's gonna die now. Like, whether it's damage or dots or both, you know. Unfortunately, turbulence actually slows you down a bit, which is why, like, in dot comps, it's not very smart to bring Beretta, but whatever. No, it actually helps you kill both towers with one go, so it speeds it up in that regard. Because you see, we never targeted the left one, but it's dead. So, and maybe if you don't have skill ups in Beretta, at least not max second skill, then you know, it actually works in your favor because you don't have enough turbulences, you know, to keep the dragon down, and he gets damaged by the dots more. So that's like the no-verde combo. It's reasonably fast, and it scales decently with runes, and it's also quite safe because you have 2 despair users in Briand and Beretta, and you have Veramos, who stuns like there's no tomorrow, as we all know. You can even put Veramos on despair if you don't have the runes yet, but I would suggest Swift if you're going on Giants runes. You have a defense break, you have 2 cleanses. Kona should be on violent, like speed, HP, def, or speed, HP, HP, speed, def. It doesn't matter. Like, you can put crap runes on Kona and he'll be great in dragons. Let's like preface this with that. So that's the like starter comp. Like, obviously, like, I can't make it look like it's a starter comp because of runes. I could use Sig. My Sig is like absolute crap right now because I don't care about these runes, but he's like just there for world boss. Anyway, we will now go with what's like the most common face comp. I'm going to use Spectra instead of Sigmarus because my Sigmarus sucks. But you can definitely, like, I used to use Sigmarus for this, not Spectra. So if you want, you know, an example on how this works, obviously this used to be my comp before I fused Sig. When I first got Verd, this used to be my comp with him, because I already had a 6-star Spectra. But I later on decided to, you know, I had all the monsters, like, might as well fuse Sigmarus. I don't really need him, but, you know, he did replace Spectra very well. If you're gonna use Sigmarus, I suggest Violent. And that's not because I love Violent. I think you shouldn't. I think Swift is overall better for dragons, but the speed requirements and speed tuning required on Swift is pretty hard. I might actually try it, this rune removal, for my current team, the speed team. But for now, I would definitely suggest on everything except like Sigmarus. Like, Sigmarus operates so well with Violent because of low cooldowns, because the more Violent turns he gets, the faster his third skill comes up, and the third skill can do like pretty much 1/4 of the dragon's HP. So yeah, it's really nice. You should use Sigmarus instead of Spectra. He's also, like, you know, tankier because of his water. Verd can be on Swift, Megan can be on Swift. I've used every single iteration of this. I've used it with Swift Verd, I've used it with Triple Revenge Verd, I've used it with Violent Verd, I've used Violent Revenge Verd, I've used it with Violet Blade Verd, which is this one. I've used it with Violent Megan, I've used it with Swift Megan, I've used it with Swift Veramos. No, I always had Violent. I've used it with Violent Nemesis Veramos, I've used it with Violent Guard Veramos, like. Or Violent Energy, sorry. So, I've used it with Swift Spectra, with Tank Spectra, with DPS Spectra, with Violent Sigmarus, with Rage Sigmarus. All work. Everything works. So don't concern yourselves too much. You can go into this with Dragon's Runes. and it will still probably work if you have everything 6-star and runed appropriately. What I have, a little tip, Megan works, oh sorry. Megan works really well with defense on her ore slot. She works very well with that thing. It's so good. Like, she doesn't take any damage with HP. I've noticed she does take some damage on the boss, but with defense, she just takes none, man. It's crazy. It's really good. And I haven't put her on an HP rune slot 4 since forever. Like, I've had her on defense, even when she was on violent, for the longest time. So you see now on the boss, Spectre is actually pretty decent for this. This is a DPS Spectre. I'll show you his runes later, because he makes it easier for you because he decreases the attack bars of the tower. And then you have double buff removal. A lot of you are going to say, dude, why don't you use chilling? Because if I was using chilling, I would still be in the run. Because when chilling uses his first skill, it takes 5 seconds for it to travel to the target. If he crits, oh boy. So yeah, no chilling. Chilling slows down your runs. He can make them safer. If you're running this comp and it's like you're at the start of running this comp, run chilling. Definitely run chilling. Speed HP, speed defense accuracy, like same runes as Megan probably. Probably violent. Speed defense accuracy should work just fine. And probably run Sig instead of Spectra to take no, actually you could run Spectra as well. But yeah, if you're at the start of it, run chilling. If you're really concerned with actual speed, then take the fucking Jack-o'-lantern out. He's an idiot. So yeah, that's the whole the philosophy behind it. Now, let's go with really speedy team. Let's turn that. Oh wow, leader skill on Hua. Still not used to that. Which Galen is this? No, that's a slow one. Sorry guys, gotta find my shit. Yeah, Tark is there. Yeah, that's the Galleon. And we go. This is, as most of you have seen, this is Barion's X team. I think he uses Faye instead of Hua, I want to say. I'm not sure. I used Barion's one of Barion's Fays instead of my Hua in one of the runs, from friend list, and it worked perfectly. So you probably can replace Hua with Faye, apparently. This is also Noxiar's team. He uses it as well. Great success. I'm actually going to bring up. This is my. I did 300 runs between now and. There we go. Between now, Monday and now. On zoom in. Can we zoom in? Can you see this? I'm assuming you can see it. I'm not sure. This box here says 282. This box does 18. That's 300 runs, 94% success rate. I was hoping to get it to 95 and above, but I couldn't. Apparently, I haven't grindstone a lot of my stuff, so there's huge room for improvement. And there's also the retardation that is Spectra. I'm sure from those 18 fails, I think 10 of them or even more have been to Spectre's idiocy. I think he needs the Bernard treatment. I really think his AI needs a boost. Don't worry about the Giants and Necro ones. Fuck that. I don't fail in those. See, he didn't use his third skill again. You might actually be privy to a fail here. This might be... Oh, okay, he used it. So yeah, it also depends a bit on who Tark brings with. A lot of the times my team needs immunity. Meets with immunity but still kills it. It happens, it's okay. But yeah, this is how it works. You need a lot of damage. Since you don't have a lot of max HP damage, you have just... oh crap, you can see that. So yeah, victory there. I will do another one. So, what this team does... I'll show you the runes obviously afterwards to every single monster I've used in this, but the starter monsters I'm not going to help you so much, but these runes might help you a bit. Also, I think Noxier has an above 95% success rate, so you might look at his runes as well. I'm happy with 94. Like, it's good enough for the speed that they do it, and the amount of dragons that runs that I'm you know, it allows me to bring to pop out. So yeah, that's the. It's nothing new. Like, it's all original team. Like the Giants one was a bit more original me. Obviously, other people have used it, I'm sure, but you know, I hadn't seen it anywhere. This one I have seen. This is a copy of Barion's and Noxier's. Like, he had it for a long time before me. I was still using the face one because I wasn't really concerned with speed, but then I decided to be concerned with speed, so it needed a lot of tweaking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is an extremely rune intensive run. Very rune intensive. Like, do not attempt this if you don't have like very good runes. It will not end well. But it's rewarding. Obviously, you get some pretty fast runs if you care. Like, I'll tell you all the improvements that can be made so that you get a grasp on my team, that is, so that you get a grasp on how it can you know, be even better. See immunity, but doesn't matter. Dragon's dead. So that's how the speed dragons work. And you see, I use Targ both in Giants and Dragons. Why you guard? Why couldn't you be violent? Anyway, so this is Megan. This Megan is runed mostly for PvP, though I should rune her Will in the future, but I don't have runes, or she works fine like she is. Swift, speed, defense, accuracy works fine in Dragons as well. I should max this rune though, if I want to use her in Dragons, but I don't, so it's fine. Konamiya, he is currently runed for Raid. He has the 59% resistance. I actually will need to change that a bit because he now needs more resistance because everyone's going to use the stupid 30% thing. But I can just put this, I'll just probably put this rune on him and he'll be fine. So that'll solve that. So that's my Kona. What else did we use? We used no, we didn't use Sigmarus. We used Tark. This is Tark. He's very fast. You'll notice that I'm missing 11% crit on him. You want 85 to output the maximum amount of damage on the dragon, which is super important. Like, you need to nuke that dragon down. You rune him speed, crit damage, attack. Obviously, my runes are very subpar. Like, this is a good rune, but it doesn't have speed. I'd like to put speed on this instead of the probably HP or accuracy. Tark doesn't need accuracy, but it's not guaranteed to have this rune forever, so I'll probably replace accuracy though still because HP is upgradable. Speed. Blade is a nice set for Tark because it helps him, you know, you need 85% crit. It's not easy to get, trust me. And you need speed on him, so plus 80 speed. He lacks a bit of attack. I'd like 200% more attack on him, it'd be nice, but you know, you can't have everything. This is my Dragon's Galleon. You'll notice it's different from my other one because I used to use this one, but I couldn't take the Will set out of this one, so I couldn't increase his speed with like broken sets, and I needed accuracy on him. So this one is a new one. He has 201 speed. He has a lot of attack. He'll get even more. This is not maxed, and you'll notice he has like some decent accuracy. That's 51%. That's very respectable. He has a lot of speed. He has a lot of attacks. Decent HP, so he survives. And yeah, that's the Galleon. Like, you want him speedy. This is the... Oh, we used Beretta, so this is Beretta. Like, he's TOA spec. Don't worry about him. He's good though. He's nice. This is Spectra. 99% crit rate, 99% accuracy. And then some decent crit damage. I'd like some more crit damage. I used to have it at 100% crit rate. 105 crit damage, and he did like 4k more than what you saw, but the problem was that he had like 71% accuracy, so it led to more fails than you'd think. That's before the 300 runs, but it's still really nice. Like, speed, crit rate, accuracy, get as much crit damage as possible, and as much speed as possible. I actually sacrificed a bit of speed. He used to be plus 88, but he's still good like that. This is Verde. You will notice he has a lot of attack. That's because he has Blade. I don't care about Revenge. The dragon, like nothing should hit me. Or if it hits me, it's gonna be bad. So I'm not gonna put a Revenge set on him when I only use him in dragons and a bit of DOA. And, you know, like hope for that 15% in the case that anything attacked me, which it shouldn't. A lot, at least. So Revenge is an out for this. I don't think it's good. Nemesis is a very good set for this, if you have it. Yeah, this is my Verde. He needs more speed, for sure. He needs, like, if I can get everything, like, if I can speed up everything in this comp, it will help a lot. And, like, Verde, you'll see, has, like, +9 speed easy, +12 if we get a 6-star rune here. These are grindstone already, so I don't count them. But and I only count +3. Like the epic ones are not gonna go on dragons. We used Hua. This is the same Hua as my Necro Hua. Well, you're gonna see her next week as well in my Necro video. She can definitely use a bit more speed, but she's actually pretty decent. Like you saw, she does some really good damage. She has very high crit, so she's kind of reliable. Her accuracy is enough because she's max skilled. Yeah, so that's her. If I want to use it for TOA, usually I just switch this rune out for a speed rune and it's fine. What else do we use? Do we use anything else? We used Brienne, but no, triple HP. I actually got for my daily Giants run, I got this rune today, so that's a pretty big increase, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on him because that was accuracy loss. What else? We used Bella. Speed, HP. I've had him speed, HP, defense. Like I don't really use Bella anymore, so. But try to get a bit more accuracy on him if you're gonna use him for dragons, and a bit more speed would be nice. And you can even go speed, HP, accuracy, and you'll still probably survive. And this is Veromos. He's PvP Veromos for me. Speed, HP. Not very grindstone, unfortunately, but I'm hoping for boosts in that regard in the future. And yeah, those are the monsters. Now to the actual, like, how to make the speed team work, a really speedy one. The previous ones don't really need a lot of fine-tuning. What you should do in the face comp with Megan and Bella is try to make sure that Megan is the one that is faster than Bella, so that, but not too fast. We don't want Megan to lap Bella, because then Megan is going to, like, the tower is going to go, Megan takes out the immunity, then Bella gets a chance to defense break. If Megan goes, if the tower goes between Megan and Bella, it often, you know, Bella has to seize, and then Sigmarus might use his third skill on a non-defense broken target, and that sucks. It doesn't wipe you. So speed tuning is not super important. Don't worry about it in the face comp. It's just nicer to do. I did it and it shortened my runs for like 10 seconds. My average runs. So it's not that much big of a deal for the face comp. The other one, it doesn't even matter. Like the speed tuning doesn't matter. Just get some speed if you can. Like the more speed the better, but it doesn't matter. Now for the Baron comp though, it's very important. You definitely want Spectre to go first. Put the attack speed debuff as soon as possible and possibly reduce the attack bonus. Spectre has to be the fastest. The thing about that is that it's actually not that hard, because Spectre has such a huge base speed, and that he actually can. You'll notice that he has 203 speed. I've had him at lower. Often, like Verde used to have like 210, but I took out of some of his runes to put them into Spectre, but he was 210, my Spectre was like 203, I think, 201, and my Spectre was still outspeeding the Verde, because of there's such a huge difference in base speed, that because we have the totem, level 10, so that's 15% speed from base, and the 28% from Verde as a leader in the dungeon. Spectre, from that 43%, Spectre gets a lot more than what Verde does. He gains a lot more speed. So it's actually not that hard to get them, you know, close speed-wise. Same goes for this little guy, Tark. He's really, like, Verd is really easy to be the slowest. You want him to be the slowest. Like, no, Hua, she's gotta be a nuker, she's gonna be the slowest. But the other three, you want them all to be faster than your Verd. And you want your Galleon to be faster than your Tark. The order you want is Spectra, Galleon, Tark, Verd, Hua. If you could have Hua before Verd, even better. Like, I will actually try a Swift Hua, but that will cripple her for Necro, which I don't want. But I will still try it for the lols to see if I can do it, if it works any better on rune removal. I encourage any of you to do it as well. You can try it out, see if a speedy Hua that outspeeds your Verd as well works better. At these speeds, you notice, like, I'm gonna go over every single member's speed. So let's go Verd, Galleon, Tark, Spectra, Hua. At these speeds, it's a 94%. 10 speed below, it gets to 80. Like, that's how much speed matters in this. So be very careful when you put together a team like this. The speed tuning has to be immaculate. It took me a rune removal day and over 4 million in mana just removing and moving stuff around, and some upgrading, but mostly moving stuff around to get to this team as I wanted it. And it allowed me to switch it actually, because I wanted it to work, it made me switch my priorities a bit. Because I didn't have like that many runes that I could use, but I made it work in the end, and I'm happy about it. So yeah, that's the speed tune, the speed tune of the really speedy dragon team. I showed you all the runes. It's really rune intensive. I mostly suggest for mid game and early late game players to try for the Sigmar's comp, the safe comp with Veramos. You can replace Veramos with Velagio if you have him as well. Valenprox can make it a bit faster because of the ATB boost, but he can be retarded, so I would probably suggest a good Veramos. That's actually all I had to say about this. Also, you can replace Violent on Spectra with Swift. A really fast Spectra with, again, good crit damage, 100% crit, 100% accuracy is what Baron uses, and I think that if you can get him to like 240 speed, that Spectra is probably better than a Violent one. And that's about it, actually. Thank you for watching, and any questions you might have in the comments. If you want me to help you with your Dragons comps, I'll need your box pictures, so either upload to Imgur or make a Sword Farm profile if you don't already have one, and I will be more than glad to help you out. Also, you can come by my stream and ask questions. I always prefer that to YouTube comments, actually. I like my YouTube comments to be compliments and how amazing my videos are and how handsome I am, and I'd rather you come to my stream and hang out and we have a nice, good, talk about your monsters and make any questions you like. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been really hyped about this, about the Speed Dragons video. I hope it was extensive enough to help everyone out. And I'll see you tomorrow with, tomorrow is gonna be, I already recorded it, but I'm gonna release it tomorrow. It's the How to Chow Part 4. Chow has been buffed. Have a nice evening or day, or whatever. Bye, guys.